My name is Rachel Parrish, and I'm the executive director of Welcoming America. We are an organization that has been around for a little more than a decade, and our work really focuses on communities and helping leaders in communities to build places where everyone, including immigrants, can thrive, belong, and prosper. We support a network of about 200 members here in the US and about a half dozen partners globally who are helping communities navigate the changes that they're going through and come out better on the other end.
My name is Pablo Obregon. I work for Southwest Initiative Foundation. And the Southwest Initiative Foundation got involved with um, Welcome America organization because we believe that equity and inclusion is something very important for us to do our work.
I think one of the reasons why an organization like Welcoming America, and I would say even more importantly, initiatives like the ones that are happening in Minnesota, are so important right now because really we're at a kind of crossroads moment where we're deciding collectively what kind of country we want to be, whether we want to be a place where all of us have the opportunity to be successful, to belong, to call ourselves American, regardless of where we were born or the color of our skin or religion. Or whether we're going to let our fear of our neighbors really overtake us. And I think in this moment of really choosing which path we want to take, it's really up to local leaders to make that decision. And I think it's been exciting to see over many years how in Minnesota there have been so many people who really care deeply about this idea of being an inclusive community. And I think that is particularly important in a state like Minnesota, where the stakes of losing population are really high right now. In a lot of places, particularly in small towns with declining populations, aging populations, it is really immigrants who are revitalizing the community. But that revitalization only works if people truly become neighbors and really see each other as Minnesotans, as Americans. And so that is what we are trying to really support and make happen so that the community as a whole can really be lifted up and be successful.
Every year across the nation, Welcoming America members celebrate Welcoming Week, a week of promoting diversity and inclusive values. Creating Home Together was this year's theme, and the Southwest Initiative Foundation hosted events in Granite Falls, Willmar, and Worthington.
I think the common denominator is arts expression. For instance, in Worthington, there will be an artist helping work different expressions and murals. The same in Granite Falls, there will be a mural painting. In Willmar, there will be music and chalk board drawing.
Over the inviting rhythms of the Community Drum Circle, the Welcoming Week event in downtown Willmar is in full swing. Walking around the small downtown park, there are muralists and drummers amidst representatives from the Willmar Interfaith Network and the Willmar Area League of Women Voters. It's hard to tell, but the matching masks that they're wearing say vote.
We need to make sure we can get as many people registered to vote, whether they want to vote in person or they want to send in their application to vote for mail.
Ann and I did some pop-up picketing today, and the great thing was young people telling us, I registered to vote and this is the first time. Or as we were standing there, what struck me was all ages honking their horns, giving us the thumbs up, and we really want to engage everybody in the community.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk a little bit about this gathering we're having here in Willmar. And it's very important for people to feel welcome within our community. And the City of Willmar and the City Council has adopted a welcoming resolution that says that all people are welcome here no matter what their race, what their creed, their sexual orientation, whatever the case is, they're welcome here in Willmar. And so events like this just showcase what we have here and the strengths we have here in Willmar. And it is so exciting to be a part of this process.
We're at the Wilmer Interfaith Network, and we've been active here in Wilmer for a couple years as an organization that believes in interfaith dialogue. So we're people from all different kinds of faith, Christians and Muslims and Unitarians and Baha'i. And we come together regularly to increase our understanding of each other's traditions, to learn from each other, to have conversations, and also because we just believe that we're better together. And so we try to interact with each other, all for the benefit of the community. We think Wilmer is a great place to live, and we love sharing it with each other.
I am Andres Albertsen. I moved to Wilmer only 2 weeks ago. I was commuting before. And well, I am an immigrant here, and I am in a city with lots of immigrants, and this event is to show that everybody should be able to call Wilmer home. So this means a lot to me personally, but also to all my new neighbors. And yeah, we need as immigrants to hear this a lot. You also belong here. Yeah? And this is what this event is about.
My name is John Salgado Maldonado. I'm part of this group that we started like 2 years ago. It's called Community Rhythms. What we're doing today is we call that Community Drum Circle. So that is, as I said, it's a strategy, like a community strategy to put people together. And it's there is like a magical things with, I think personally, that people that probably they wouldn't like know each other in life, they get together in this circle. So gathering and getting together through rhythms. Drumming, to drum, it's a very ancient way to communication. What we do first is to like exercises. We stretch, we teach them a little bit of the basic hits on the drum, and then we start doing this exercise, which is call and response. So call and response is something that it's a lot about communication and dialogue. So that's the same thing that happens in communities. If we don't have that, our song's not gonna work. So the community circle for us represents also the community. So everyone is invited and everyone is welcome. I think that is important because when you build communities, you're building also belonging sense, or sense of belonging, which is something important when you want to have a welcoming community.
I think a good way to be inclusive is to have activities that all people can have access to and think about the barriers people might have to it. So hence why we do drumming. It's something that you don't need language for, and people can catch on pretty quickly. We get kind of two different responses. Either people will jump in right away, or you've got people that are like, oh no, I don't drum, or I don't have rhythm. And that's kind of what drew me into drumming. Was I felt really challenged by it, so being brave. And so doing things like this, where you can have people that are really good at drumming, or you could have someone that's totally new to it, and it draws people together.
Everybody's welcome, and everybody has a home. And we want to celebrate this week that we are lifting up such an important piece for our communities, which is your home. And we want to, in a sense, invite each other to everyone's home.